Alright guys, welcome to your 31st biology video, and in this video what I want to do is I want to write out the chemical equations of photosynthesis and also cellular respiration, and I want to do this because A, it's important to understand for biology, and B, it is amazing how these two equations, totally different, balance each other out perfectly. So let me go ahead and start with photosynthesis, and I'll draw this one right here, and then I'll go ahead and write cellular respiration will be down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this a balanced equation, and in order to do that we need 6 CO2 molecules, so 6 CO2, and remember the three ingredients a plant needs for photosynthesis is CO2 from the air, water, so let me go draw water, and we need 6 water molecules, so 6H2O, and the last thing that it needs is light from the sun. So I'll just go ahead and write light, and this of course is the energy. So of course whenever a plant has carbon dioxide, which is right here, water, and light energy, what it can do with that is make food. Now plants make food, or they make food in the form of sugar, so I guess I'll color sugar this kind of purple color with C6H12O6, and they also, let me draw my 6 a little better, and they also create oxygen. In order for this to be a balanced equation, it would be 6O2, which is oxygen. So that's basically what photosynthesis is. This is carbon dioxide, of course we know that, water, and I won't go ahead and label light because I already wrote light, and a product of this is of course sugar, which is the food that the plant can use for energy, and oxygen. Alright, now if you're saying, you know what, that's just photosynthesis, chemical reaction, pretty interesting, but it isn't really that amazing. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at cellular respiration. Well, cellular respiration is very similar in that whenever a human needs food, what it does is it takes food such as sugar, which is C6H12O6. So remember I said in the last tutorial that it takes sugar or food and it combines it with oxygen, and I'll just go ahead and write 6O2, so 6 molecules of O2, which is oxygen, and whenever it does this, it ends up with carbon dioxide, which of course is a byproduct, and what color was my carbon dioxide? 6CO2, and aside from this we get water, which is 6H2O, and we also get, energy, because that is the goal. Whenever humans do cellular respiration, we need energy for the cells. So of course, if I go ahead and label all this, this is sugar. Right here, we know this is oxygen. Obviously, this is carbon dioxide. And, we probably don't even need to label this, but I will. This is water right here. Alright, so to recap one last time, in photosynthesis, in order for a plant to make food, what it needs is carbon dioxide, water, and energy from the sun. Now, whenever it combines those in its own special way, it makes a sugar, and it has a byproduct of oxygen, which it gives us to the environment. Now, in cellular respiration, the process that people make energy, or the cells make energy, they take sugar from, it comes from food, and they combine it with oxygen in their bodies, and as a byproduct they have carbon dioxide, water, and that all sought after energy that your cell can use for a bunch of different processes. Interesting, but still, I said that this was a very interesting chemical reaction. Why did I say that? Well, check this out. If we look closely, we notice that photosynthesis and cellular respiration are the exact opposite of each other. In cellular respiration, we have oxygen. In photosynthesis, we end up with oxygen. And also, same goes for sugar. In cellular respiration, we start with sugar, and we end up with sugar in photosynthesis. Same thing goes for carbon dioxide, photosynthesis, right there, water, right there, and energy right there. So if you get rid of all these lines, you can see a little bit more clearly that photosynthesis and cellular respiration are pretty much the exact opposites of each other. The way that plant makes food and the way that humans break down food and convert it back to energy that their cells can use, the relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration is one of the most beautiful chemical relationships in all of physics, or excuse me, in all of biology. Sorry, I've been teaching a little bit too much physics lately, but it is so cool how it's just the opposite of each other, and they just balance each other so perfectly. And that is one of the main reasons that animals and plants and life all around Earth can live together so perfectly.